organ of the Universal Basic Education Commission, established to coordinate, manage, implement the Universal Basic Education Program in the state. The Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, Lasubeb, has been leaving no stone unturned in ensuring that no child is left behind in accessing quality education. Since the inception of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration, Lasubeb, under the chairmanship of Honorable Wahab Alawiye King, has recorded giant strides in the basic education sector, in line with the Universal Basic Education Act of 2004 and the State Universal Basic Education Law of 2006, which guarantees access to 9-year formal education by providing free and compulsory basic education to every child of school-going age. Lasubeb has enrolled pupils into early childhood care and development education, as well as primary 1 pupils across the state-owned primary schools.
I'll have to choose the government school because, sincerely speaking, they are really improving. Unlike before, there were lapses, but now they've corrected so many of their errors.
Mo gbà wọ́n nímọ̀ràn pé kọ́kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa nítorí àwọn ìjọba wa ìsìn wọ́n ti ń gbìyànjú gan lórí ẹ̀kọ́ láti ọmọdé alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Yanzu makarantar gwamnati sun fara suna rajistan yara kyauta ba wani kudi. Da Allah ku fita da yaran ku waje ku sai ku register.
Ndị nwe m nne na nna anyị ana m achọ unu kpọta ụmụ unu na ụlọ akwụkwọ a.
To boost the capacity of the existing workforce, the Lagos State government recruited about 3,000 primary and secondary school teachers, thereby reducing the student-to-teacher ratio from 1 teacher to 75 pupils to 1 teacher to 54 pupils. However, the state government is making efforts towards targeting the UNICEF's proposed ratio of 1 teacher to 35 pupils.
We want teachers who are not only academically qualified, but professionally qualified.
The bulk of the work starts with us as teachers, and my own job is to impart not just knowledge, but to help the children apply this knowledge into their day-to-day activity.
Beyond recruiting teachers, the Lagos State is driving excellence in learning for about 500,000 pupils across the 1,016 primary schools through Ecoexcel, an acronym for Excellence in Child Education and Learning. Ecoexcel is an education reform program that is successfully developing highly skilled teachers by training, supporting, and motivating them to succeed in the classrooms. 9,000 teachers have been trained so far, and over 14,000 teachers are being targeted for retraining and upskilling through the initiative.
Roll it, keep rolling, Alter, give it up. Yeah.
They have now sort of internalized a number of strategies that can only improve their craft in the classroom, make learning more interesting, improve learning outcomes, and overall transform the primary educational sector.
It has taught us how to make use of technology in teaching and learning, and we have benefited a lot.
Lagos is moving with Ecoexcel, excellence in child education and learning.
With the aim of improving the health and educational outcomes of public primary school pupils, the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board keyed into the federal government's National Homegrown School Feeding Program, where pupils are provided with a meal per day in all public primary schools. The initiative, which started before the outbreak of COVID-19, continued despite the lockdown. 202 centers in Lagos distributed these palliatives to 37,589 households. With the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and the closure of schools, one of the proactive steps taken by Lasubeb to ensure education continues is the introduction of remote learning platforms. On television, the board began the airing of Classroom in Your Home, On radio, Lasubeb introduced interactive radio instruction program tagged School on Radio. Lasubeb also initiated an online self-study pack for all children on Ecoexcel.ng. As a government that places premium on the health of its pupils and students, Lasubeb is working assiduously to ensure that all COVID-19 safety measures are adhered to before the reopening of public primary schools. One of such measures is the health and medical checks for food vendors. This is because of the important roles played by these group of people in the school environment. A conducive environment is one of the key elements for learners to perform well. This is why the Lagos State government places premium on providing quality educational facilities for its teeming pupils and students. The state government carried out the construction and upgrading of public schools infrastructure across the state with the completion of 6 blocks of 92 classrooms in primary schools. And in addition, the state government under the Universal Basic Education Commission (UBEC) and the State Universal Basic Education Board Interventions Project also commenced the delivery of 10,164 furniture and 60,000 chair table units to public schools statewide. Lasubeb, in collaboration with its technical partners, is also providing MP3 learning devices to over 400,000 pupils in public primary schools in the state. To increase the enrollment, retention, and completion of out-of-school children, the Lagos State government came up with an initiative aimed at attracting these children, their parents and guardians to embrace basic education by providing starter kits comprising of school uniforms, bags, sandals, socks, notebooks, and writing materials. This initiative is tagged Project Zero. What then is Project Zero?